Hello, everybody. All right, I had to wait for the delay to make sure that I could hear myself through YouTube. So thank you for tuning in today. Today is a little bit different. As you can see, I'm not in my office. I am coming to you from my front porch. And I'm not in my office today because I spent 17 hours in the car yesterday. Those of you that do know me know that one of my other passions, hobbies is that I read a lot of books and I also go to book events. So my daughter and I made the drive from Valdosta, where we live, to north of Dallas, Texas, this past weekend, and we drove straight through last night, all of yesterday, to get home so she could go to work this morning. Luckily, I had the time to take some time off. So I'm doing that. I slept in, and we've got gnats already in South Georgia, so I apologize if I have to shoo those away. But anyway, I still wanted to come on here and to do a little bit of chair yoga with you today. So, because of my long trip yesterday, and it was 17 hours because we had to stop a lot, I think technically it's only about 14 if you drive straight through. Um, but because I was on a road trip, I'd like to share with you today some yoga for road trips exercises. Now, the great thing is, our normal chair warm up is amazing for a road trip. Granted, don't do most of these while you're actually driving, but if you are a passenger or if you take a break and you stop, these are great chair exercises that you can do. So let's go ahead and get started. If you will, find your seat. I'm in a different chair today. I actually have arms today. Um, and that's because I don't have a chair without arms at my house. But also think of this as being able to practice yoga in any situation, even if it's not ideal. So go ahead and find your seat wherever that is. I'm going to sit a little bit further up today so that I don't have the arms right there. But stack your head over your heart and your heart over your belly. Take a minute just to check in. I invite you to close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, that's okay too. You can pick a spot on the opposite wall or a tree in the distance if you're outside like me, and focus your gaze. Rest that gaze. Allow it to soften. Maybe notice any feelings in your body. Maybe notice the natural rhythm of your breath, the feel of the air on your skin, the sounds around you. It is okay to notice sounds both inside and outside the practice space. But once you notice and acknowledge them, let them go. No judgment. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, now is a good time to do so. That can be a goal for your practice or your life. It can be a mantra, a focus word, or even a prayer. And I am going to allow you guys to stay there for just a minute. I'm going to turn on the fan overhead of me so that I can focus on teaching you yoga. If you've ever taken a class with me in the studio, I say it's okay to notice sounds both inside and outside the studio or practice space. It's okay to notice other things throughout your yoga practice. Try to notice them, acknowledge them, and let them go. But you are under no direction to ignore constant irritants like gnats on your face. So let's stack our head over our heart, heart over the belly one more time. Hopefully you've set your intention. We're going to take some breathing exercises here. So if you will, drop your hands down by your side. Now this is for a road trip, so we do want to find a little movement today. So on an inhale, sweep your hands up, face up to the sky. On an exhale, flip the palms, bring them down, chin to chest. Inhale, palms up, face up. Exhale, palms down, chin to chest. This is great for at a rest stop. Inhale, palms up, face up. Exhale, palms down, chin to chest. Inhale, palms up, face up. Exhale, palms down, chin to chest. On an inhale, sweep those palms up, face up. We're going to take that left hand down by our side. You can hold on to the edge of the chair, or you can press your hand on the bench if you're at a road stop rest area, bench seat, or you can take that forearm to the arm of your chair and lean over to the left. Try to keep both sits bones, so even this one, pressed into the chair. You want to find lots of length through here, stretching out that side body. Breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, engage your core, lift both hands up. Inhale here. On the exhale, drop the right hand, lean over to the right, stretch out the left side body. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, engage your core, lift both hands up. Exhale, twist to the right. That left hand can come to the right leg if you'd want, and the right hand can come behind you. If you are in the car, you can do this. Maybe hold on to the backrest. Look over that right shoulder. Breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, sweep both hands up. Bring it all back to center. Maybe do it slowly if you're stiff. Inhaling here. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand can go towards that left leg. Left hand can come around behind, holding onto the chair or your backrest. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to add something in here. Inhale here. On the exhale, take the gaze over the right shoulder. This is our double helix. Really great for the neck, especially if you've been driving. 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. It's going to stretch all this in here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep both hands up, bring it all back to center, and we have to go back to the right because I added something in. Twist to the right. Left hand on the right leg, right hand behind can be around that backrest. Take your gaze over your left shoulder into this double helix. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep both hands up, bring it all back to center. You have an option here. You can drop your hands down to your knees. You can drop your hands to your steering wheel if you'd like. Or you can bring those hands up overhead, palms together, then open them up and bend those elbows, opening that heart center. When we're driving, we tend to do a lot of this. Let's open it up. Good. Goddess arms. Inhaling here, cow. Exhale, round the back, tuck the pelvis, elbows together, chin to chest. Inhale, open it up, cow. Exhale, round it, cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round it, cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, round it, cat. Inhale, take those hands to the ceiling, and exhale, drop them down. Just as demo, you can place your hands on your knees, and you can open up cow and round it, cat. Open cow, round it, cat. Same with your steering wheel. If you're starting to feel you need some movement in that spine, open it up, cow, round it, cat. Open cow, round it, cat. Good. All right. Moving on. Your shoulders and your neck. Again, we're holding on to that steering wheel. We're getting really, really tense in here. So let's do some shoulder rolls. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, take the shoulders up to our ears. Exhale, roll them down our back and drop. Inhale, roll them up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and drop. Inhale, roll up to the ears. Exhale, roll it back and drop. Inhale up to the ears. Exhale, roll it back and drop. We're going to switch directions. Inhale, roll it up to the ears. Exhale to the front and drop. Inhale, roll it back to the ears. Exhale to the front and drop. Two more. Inhale, roll it back to the ears. Exhale, roll it front and drop. Inhale, roll it back to ears. Exhale, roll it back and drop. Take a minute here. Stack everything up, because with all that movement, we can get out of alignment. Now, we're going to do some neck work here. So right here, inhale up nice and tall and strong. Exhale, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Hold for 4. Inhale, you want to stretch out this side of the neck. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, straighten that neck. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. 4 breaths. Stretch out the left side of the neck. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, straighten that neck. Good. For here, we're going to drop our chin down to our chest. Exhale. Inhale, take the gaze all the way up to the sky. Exhale, drop the chin to chest. Inhale, gaze to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze to sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze to sky. Good. Exhale, bring that gaze back to center. All right, we are going to do some neck rolls now. So we are going to start dropping our chin to our chest. Then we're going to roll over to the left side, and then around to the back, to the right side, and then back to the front, to the chest. Inhale as you roll. Exhale as you roll. 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 When you get back to center after 4, switch directions. Inhale as you roll. Exhale as you roll. 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 Stop at the chin to chest center. And then inhale, bring that gaze back up to center. You can do as many of those as you feel that you need. As a matter of fact, I feel I need a little bit extra in the shoulders, so I'm going to inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them back. Notice I'm opening that heart center too. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them back. I'm going to stop there because rolling forward is going to round my spine, and I've done enough of that holding onto that steering wheel yesterday. All right. Also a great thing to do, you've been sitting up straight. We're still seated in chair yoga, but from here, drop those hands down to your side. On an inhale, sweep those hands up over sky, and on the exhale, fold over your knees and just hang. This is our forward fold. And the forward fold here is super rest restorative. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hands can go down beside either leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. When you come out, bring the hands to the thighs and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Now, not only is that pose, that forward fold restorative, but it also stretches out your lower back, and your lower back has been engaged. Unless you've been relaxed back in the seat while you've been driving, which I'm not, that lower back has been engaged. And as you fold forward, it stretches out that lower back. But always support to come back up, placing those hands on the knees. All right. The next and final stretch I'd like to teach you for your yoga for road trips is to stretch out your legs. Now, even if you stay seated, and this is chair yoga, you can stretch your legs. So you can start that by just stretching those legs out in front of you. And if you can lay back, maybe even lay back, take the arms up overhead, full body stretch. Good. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you can't have those arms overhead, you can have them down behind you in support. Let's see if I can get it in the chair just right. And open that heart center stretch, point the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring yourself back up to seated, bending those knees, placing those feet flat on the ground. The next thing that you can do, again, stacking everything up, head over heart, heart over belly, is to hug the knees into the heart center. This is going to stretch the back of your thigh. Try to sit up straight, holding it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, release that foot back down. Take a minute, stack everything back up. Inhale here. On the exhale, lift the opposite leg, squeeze it into your heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to stay right here and show you another way you can do this too. You can flex and point the toes. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Maybe even add some ankle rolls in there, one direction, and then go the other direction. I'm trying to hold my flip-flop on my foot while I do this, so please forgive my jerky movements. And then when you're ready, release that leg down. Now, I didn't point and flex on this right side, so I'm going to hug that right knee into my chest one more time. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And maybe find some ankle rolls one direction. Y'all know my number is 4, so maybe 4 times. And then the opposite direction 4 times. Good. Go ahead and drop those down. The last one, and I've talked a lot about punching over and driving on the wheel. This one's super easy. You can do it in the car. When you stop, maybe before you get out of the car, take the hands down by your side. You can take them up overhead. Bring the hands together in your prayer hands. Interlace the fingers. Open them up. We're going to take those thumbs back behind our head. Do not pull on the head. Just rest it on the very back of the head with the thumbs down the shoulders. And open up the front part of your body and breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. You can even maybe look up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. I have a slight arch to my back too. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale here. On the exhale, release those hands down by your side. I knew today was going to be a little bit shorter of a practice than normal, so I decided to add in some standing poses. If you are only interested in chair yoga, seated in a chair, feel free to take your lead now, and thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in your practice. If you would like some additional poses for travel, especially if you spend a lot of time in the car, then hang tight. I'm going to move this chair out of the way, over to the side, and I'm going to come back a little bit further so maybe you can see my whole body while I'm standing up. And I'm going to take just a brief pause so that the video can catch up with me and I can see how much of me you guys can see. All right, good, good, good. Welcome. All right, so if you've been traveling all day and you have the ability to stand up and take a break, just some poses that would be good for you to do. The first one is your forward fold. So first stand up, maybe have a little micro bend in your knees. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. And then on the exhale, fold, reach towards those feet. You don't have to touch your toes. You can have your hands right here. But what we want is for the calves and the hamstrings to stretch. You want to feel that stretch. One thing I love to do is a little bounce right here. Maybe even a little sway side to side. If you'd like, you can hold either elbow and let your head hang. You can nod it yes and shake it no, and that might help some of that neck stiffness if you've traveled. Or you can do a combination of all of the above, which is my favorite. Good. Do that for at least 4 breaths, and then release. You can put the palms on the shins or on the thighs and maybe come to a flat back. This is our half lift, trying to make our body look like a number 7, and then fold one more time. And then you can roll it up if you'd like. It's our Pilates roll up in our Yoga Lattes class, bringing the shoulders up to the ears and dropping them down your back. Good. From here, take those feet to either side. And people might look at you strange, but I have done this everywhere, even on the beach. Inhale, sweep those hands up and out. Take your star pose. Take up space. You have been confined in a little seat in the car or on an airplane. Stretch it out. Maybe even look up slightly, stretching out this part of your neck. Breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring the palms together overhead and exhale, draw those palms down to your heart center. If you'd like to take a goddess pose here, you can. To do that, you can bring the heels out. My flip-flops don't pivot well. And you can bend the knees, squat just a little bit. You can even take those hands out to your goddess arms, opening that heart center again. Just a few breaths right here. And then inhale, come out. Same way, palms together, down to heart center, and step those feet together. Now, the next one that I recommend is your dancer pose. And some people have the balance to be able to do this pose without any support. But if you need support, you absolutely should take it because you're going to stretch out your quads with this one. So I'm going to show you with support. I'm going to use this wall. Make sure, I think everybody can see me. All right, so I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to place it on the wall. That's my right hand on the wall. I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to reach down and grab my foot from here. And then I'm going to push into that foot and bend forward just a little bit, pushing into that foot, stretching out that quad. Breathe for 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Push into that quad, lifting that knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, Slowly come out of it and drop that foot. Now you do one side, you've got to do the other. Left hand to the wall, to a column, to a tree, wherever you can find support, to your car, as long as you have the room to be able to do this beside it, or in front of it, or behind it. Place that palm on the wall. Reach back, grab that foot, push into the foot and lean forward slightly. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, slowly straighten, release, and you can bring both hands to that surface for just a moment until you get your balance back again. Okay? So I'm going to wrap up today's practice because it is time by my watch. I highly encourage you all to try some of these the next time you're traveling, whether it's in the car or via airplane, anytime you've had to be seated. These are even great for office workers. Anytime you stay seated for long periods of time, try some of these out. So I'm going to ask you guys to close this out with a few more breaths today with me. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead, looking up. Exhale, palms down, chin to chest. Inhale, palms up, face up. Exhale, palms down, chin to chest. Last time. Inhale, palms up, face up. When you get to the top, bring your hands together in your prayer hands and slowly lower them down to your heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you into practice today. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. Thank you, guys.